Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast aside of East Yorkshire, and today we have a 3v3 on Alvarus. Starting over in this corner, we have a Necron player by the name of AZ Stinson. We have another Necron player as an ally by the name of Drober, and a third Necron player rounding off the three-sided team by the name of Killer BRQ. Over on the t'other side, we have a Space Marine player by the name of Zebra Jeff. We have a second wonderfully purple Space Marine player by the name of Easy Zen, or Zen, or however one would pronounce that. And we also have a Chaos player by the name of Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear opening up with some cultists, doing the old Chaos Armory plasma generator opening that we learnt about in the previous game, with some Gauss turrets coming down for this Necron player. Gonna show up their defences. Lots and lots of plasma generators going down for the Necron players, as is standard practice for Necrons. What the Space Marine players doing, we've got a Chapel Barracks coming out with a Force Commander, double plasma generators as well. A single plasma generator over here. All's got a Force Commander coming out, so very hero orientated opening for the two Space Marine players. I'm assuming that these cultists are going to go for some grenade launchers as a quick opening. Going to see lots of plasma generators. If my prediction for this build is consistent with the previous game, Necrons just capturing their immediate strategic points, which is a word that with every game that goes by I'm getting better and better at pronouncing. There's a critical location, but if you notice there's no, over on this side of the screen here, there is no, whatever you calls it, critical location counters, so today it's just a straight up annihilation match. Necron warriors coming out, some red ones, some grey ones, and and some dark white ones as well. That's good. So almost in unison as a Necron faction team should be. Force commanders are in place. We're going to have to be very careful, these players, because it's a long walk back to their base, and when the Necron lords start popping up and teleporting everywhere, they'll have to make sure that their bases are nice and defended. Necron warriors going to get guns down by these scouts, along with the bolter pistol, the Force Commander. The other Force Commander, the white one, the one in white and gold, is going to slap him around a bit. These Necron warriors going down with not much of a fight. One singular scout being knocked down. Not too much of a problem. One Necron warrior does get back up and instantly back down. Didn't think of joining in. Thought about it and thought, nah mate, I'm going straight back to sleep. Not too much of a problem there with the Necron warriors, because if the Necron Lord gets one of those resurrection orbs and they go to the middle of the battlefield and find loads of dead Necron warriors, quick boom bang from the Necron Lord and they'll all be straight back up. If they survive that long, obviously. Necron warriors not doing that much damage to the Force Commander. How are we looking for? Plasma generators, very healthy. Double healthy, we've got a summoning core going down. Lots and lots of cultists, and there we go, they've got their grenade launchers. Going to blow up these Necron warriors without too much of a problem. We've got some, whatever these are called, obelisks going down. Not the auto-firing variant as of yet, but that's alright. Got a bit of a critical mass, slowly but surely mounting up. Got the red Necron player adding some extra boys to his squads. Going to be filled in by this firing line of grenade launchers from the cultists. Going to make quick work of these Necron warriors. These Necron warriors, however, are going to jump in. I wonder if they're able to teleport into friendly Necron players' buildings. I wonder with their teleporting ability. It'd be interesting. I mean, I can't imagine they jumped over the side to get into here, so I'm going to assume that's a thing. Slowly but surely, this Necron Pillar Scarab squad is getting pistol whipped by this Force Commander. One Necron Lord coming around, slapping around these cultists. Powerful backhand. Not going to take one down there. And, there we go. Turning him into mincemeat. Going to throw him over his shoulder. Second Necron Lord coming out. Lovely red armour. Going to try and engage these cultists in melee. Their ranged damage also dealing a fair bit of damage as well. This Listening Post has got a heavy bottle turret on it. Where did that Necron Lord go? Ah, teleported over here. Bit of a difficult situation. Listening Posts do have their weapons. Ah, and we've already got another Necron Lord coming over here. Now this could be a real problem for the Chaos player. Obviously his main bit of economy has gone into his plasma generators, which, not brilliant positioning considering that they're nowhere near these Listening Posts. We have got a machine pit going down, nestled snugly in between these Listening Posts. It should be safe from the Necron Lord. He's going to do a bit of scouting down. He will see this machine pit, so he'll know what's coming. Going to try and get some of these cultists down. A little bit of extra damage. Level 1 Awakened Monolith going down. More Awakened Monoliths. And another one. Ah, I like it. All these Necron players are very much in unison at this point. What's going on down here? These Necron warriors are failing, but like we say, lots and lots of Necron corpses here. We have got some Grey Knights coming in, and we have got a Librarian, along with a Chaplain, so very hero-focused build. Going to scare away these Builder Scarabs. Taking out 2 of 3. Necron Lord over here, very wounded. Blown up by, I assume, a Defiler. Yep, a Defiler, there we go. What are the Necrons going to do in response? We have a Summoning Core over yonder. Some more Plasma Generators going down. Anything being built? Some more Necron Warriors. What is being done over here? Ah, Forbidden Archive. Just popping around here. Some electric shiny bits going down. Assumingly from the Grey Knights and or the Librarian. I can't remember who does what spells. Forbidden Archive is probably going to go down. Very interesting placement for them. Obelisk has got the Boom Boom add-on, as you can see by the grey. And there we go, we've got a You Can't See Me, a John Cena beam coming down. Although I'm sure that these Grey Knights won't mind, considering that they're just going around slapping people and buildings with their spears. Is going to prevent these guys from pushing forward there and using their grenade launchers. This Necron Lord is going to have to teleport away. We have got a Wraith coming in. These Grey Knights are going to push in and see what damage they could do to the middle base. What kind of formation we've got going over it. Lots of Necron Warriors. We've got a Super Plasma Generator being built by the red Necron player. This Plasma Generator will not bode well, will not survive for long. This Wraith is going to try and stab him in the back, but it won't survive for very long. So while these guys are doing damage, we've got another Grey Knight unit going down here. Necron Warriors not doing a brilliant job at cutting down these Grey Knights. This Obelisk has been upgraded so it can do its damage through the power of its turret. Triple Defilers, going to do some long-range barraging. Necron Lord going to teleport in, see what damage it can do. Taking care of all the big buildings, making sure that this middle Necron player at least can't tech too hard. Got some Immortals coming in, which will be very useful against these Grey Knights if they can be kept out of melee combat. This Forbidden Archive still standing. Lots of Necron Warriors over here. They've been upgraded, as you can tell by their spooky green glow. These Defilers are going to move into close combat. Not sure how the Necrons are going to fare against this array of damage, really, I suppose. I mean, they can try and go against the Grey Knights by building anti-heavy infantry, or they can go against the Defilers by building anti-vehicle. These Immortals won't do that much against these Defilers, but we shall see. A greater Summoning Core. These Necron Warriors are going to teleport away. Where are they teleporting to? Right back here. We've got tier 3 going down for this Necron player, the red one. This Monolith is not going to have the best time. It is nearly kaput. Ghost Turret being upgraded to being anti-vehicle. These Immortals are going to be chilling in the back. Someone has been kicked out of the game. That's interesting. So maybe the AI will be taking over. Or maybe it's a random thing. I don't know who has been kicked out. Will it tell me if I click on people? No, but this monolith has survived. Defilers have moved out. Is it the Chaos player that's been kicked out? No, they must have destroyed him. It's very good. Well done to the Necron players. However you did that, while I was confused. Wraith going on slapping these guys. We've got some heavy orbital bombardment. We're trying to put the killing blow into this Space Marine players... Not Space Marine player, this Necron players base. Lots and lots of Wraiths coming in. We've got a Destroyer also coming in, going to be doing some damage. Some Immortals. Lots and lots of firepower coming in. And then the Necron Lord is going to throw down a John Cena beam to stop any long-range mischief from flanking them. So these Grey Knights are probably not going to survive this if they don't get out now. This Librarian also not going to have the best of times. Chaplain going to try and do his best with his plasma pistol. Terminator squad with their big guns. And Triple Defiler again. Oh, maybe they didn't die, maybe they just pulled back, which is fair enough. Lots and lots of damage. Absolute carnage on the battlefield. Lots and lots of Immortals going down. I'm not sure, does that stop the Necrons from firing as well, or... They'll do something, I'm sure. 4 Defilers now. Necron Lord not really caring much about it. He's engaging in long range. Some more teleportation coming down. Probably going to be in the form of Terminators. We shall see soon. Forming a nice little defensive gun line. A second Monolith is coming down, so we'll be expecting some Monolith play in the near future. Yep, we've got tier 3 going down for this Necron player down here. Primarily engaging in that long-range play are the Space Marines. Probably using their Defiler assistance, long-range bombardments to disrupt the formations of the Necrons, preventing them from firing. There we go, critical mass of long-range nonsense going around here. Necron Lord being very, very brave, and then very, very not brave. Going to throw down to prevent some long-range fire. Big push now coming down in the middle. Go and see if that they can destroy this monolith area. Although Scarab's helping rebuild it, not entirely sure if they're going to be able to pull that off. Two John Cena beams coming down, and big, huge explosion, I assume from one of these obelisks. Lots and lots of people pushing in. Very crowded there. Just going to prevent a lot of this close-range melee damage from being done, especially on this side. It'll be a bit of a slog to physically get these Grey Knights and these Assault Terminators in position. But they are in position now, and they are doing a fair bit of damage to these Necron Warriors. Defiler's trying to do a lot of damage to this Necron Monolith. These Scabs are doing their best to keep it in ship shape and Bristol fashion. Not succeeding there. This Destroyer not having the best of times. A Deceiver coming down. Nice one. I like it. Going to try and distract this Dreadnought. And then we've got a restored Monolith. I assume it's going to be... Oh, no, it's an actual real one. It's teleporting right smack bang in the middle. Oh, no, it's a fake one. Never mind me. Smack bang in the middle. While it does no damage, it does disrupt and it will distract for a little bit. At the very least. Got lots of Dreadnoughts coming down now. A rain of thunder from the Space Marine players. Defiler's doing their bit. Obliterator squad's now involved. Got some heavy destroyers to come in to take down those Defilers, yes. And I do believe that's all the Defilers done in, I suppose. Got more Immortals on the field. More Dreadnoughts. It's very busy. We've got actual real Monoliths this time. Throwing down some Faras. Got a lot of heavy damage in here there. Lord Destroyer coming down. Should be good. For if they see any more vehicles, they can come in and possess them. Although, mind you, he is not going to survive for very long. Another Lord Destroyer coming down. Doing some green stuff to them, which I'm sure is not the best thing for them. Does that... Oh, I assume it holds them in place, which is exactly what these farmers want. I'm going to come round and slap them about. These Obliterators being tied up in combat by this Necron Lord, which is exactly what they want to do. They want to prevent these Obliterators from doing any sort of damage. More Cena beams coming down. Heavy Destroyers also doing a bit of damage. What's going down in the bases? We've got some Demon Pits. What are they building? They are building a Bloodthirster. We love to see those Relic units being popped in. Battlecry research. When triggered, all infantry near force damage bonus. Excellent. That's what I want to see. More... Just loads of buildings going down. What's going on in the fights? Got some flayed ones coming in, which is exactly what we need. Teleporting around the back, tying these units up, preventing them from having a coordinated firing line. See, now this is what I like about these big 3v3 games. You get absolute carnage on the battlefield. Absolute devastation and mayhem. Loads and loads of assault terminators. Lots and lots of range damage coming from the Necron player. Obviously throwing down immortals as these monoliths are moving on. Land Raider down for the Purple Marine. It's very good. Be able to hold down the fort. Some orbital bombardments coming down. And a second restored monolith coming down as well. Absolute carnage. All we can see is green. I hope you're not epileptic. Because if it's not bright green, it's bright yellow. Lots and lots of dreadnoughts coming down. White Space Marine player is going to come down this side and try and push down again into this middle Necron player's base. This middle Necron player has not been given a moment of reprieve. Has not quite got around to getting his monolith up, but I do believe that there's only 2 relics per side. So they won't be able to get 3 monoliths up at once. Got Bloodthirster coming in. Yes, absolutely. There we go. Look at that. Going to come in, kicking down this restored monolith. Absolutely canning it in the damage department, and it's going to teleport away, which is a fair, wise move in itself. This Dreadnought is going to slap around this pretend monolith. Not sure where the Land Raider has gone. Oh, it's gone over here. Half health now. Might need to bring out some servitors to fix it up. Dreadnought standing in the middle, punching up these farmers that have now been caught in the middle, not moving around much. Lots of stationary boys and girls. Bloodthirster also stationary, not exactly where he wants. When a Bloodthirster is not in combat, he passively loses health. This Necron restored monolith is going to peace out, he says, with no degree of confidence. And it peace out. Well done. Good job. Demon Prince has been... Oh, well, is attacking a Commandeered Defiler. That's what we like to see. And another Lord Destroyer has taken over a Dreadnought. So, that, I mean, I suppose that's one way of counteracting enemies' vehicles. If you can't beat them, make them join you. I wonder if Lords can take over Land Raiders, or whether Relic units are immortal to their persuasive touch. Pushing in a little bit into the base, we've got the Farahs doing a fairly decent job at defending. Space Marine Chaplain just chilling in the middle, not really bothering anyone. Bloodthirster smacking around this restored monolith. Assault Terminator is going to join in. Not sure if this has already teleported away, so it's in a bit of a hairy situation. Losing health quite dramatically, quite quickly. Might want to get some scarabs up to build it, or to repair it. It's going to teleport away to safety. We've got some possessed marines taking down this Ghost turret. Ghost turret's been placed in an ideal situation where they can provide firing lines and fire support over the hill and far away. Again, we seem to have another push in the middle. Where are these monoliths being? Are these monoliths being repaired anywhere? We have got a Predator being taken away, probably repaired by the Necron player. We've got a fake monolith coming up, going to draw some fire, disrupt some formations. Lots and lots of fire going on this Bloodfest, but it doesn't seem to mind. Lots of scarabs getting in the way. A sea of white, red and green. Demon Prince getting a bit of work in. 2 Deceivers. Land Raider also putting in the work. Defilers are back online. Going to help push up. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not even entirely sure what's going on at this point. There's so much stuff going on. It's all concentrated in a small zone and area. This Bloodfest is going to go down, whether it likes it or not. Great Summoning Core now on the forefront of being slapped around. I mean, my goodness, just look, we can barely see what's going on. Loads of concentrated fire going on this Land Raider. Probably won't survive for much longer. Demon Prince just, I mean, it looks like he's at a rave, he's at a disco. These Grey Knights are just going to go engage with their long range Storm Bolters. I do believe that's what they're equipped with. Nice and calm over this side. Land Raider is eventually taken down. Double Lord Destroyers maybe going to take command of these Defilers when their ability is next up. Full health Restored Monolith. Going to be punched in the backside by this Dreadnought. But it is being repaired by the Scarabs. So I'm not sure if one Dreadnought can out DPS the repair from 2 Scarabs. I mean, absolute chaos and carnage. Defiler going to be taken over by a Lord Destroyer here. And it now belongs to them. To the Necron faction. Predator going to... cheeky little flanking manoeuvre by Restored Monolith. Bit of a big boy play, to be fair. I mean, they've gone in. Teleported in, so chance of avoiding and retreating is non-existent at the moment, but it does give the Necrons a bit of breathing space. Mind you, though, Possessed Marines are still down here. That's impressive, I like that. And they're just being slapped around, well, they're attempting to slap around this Necron Lord. Necron Monolith is doing a little bit of a fade away. Drifting casually across the battlefield. And just look at the DPS that these guys are putting down. Necron Dreadnought being taken down. More Dreadnoughts being thrown down. What's happening with everything else? This Star Monolith being, well, the fake one being stuck in the middle, not being able to really get out anywhere. Lord Destroyer just chilling out, being slapped by this Defiler. Not going to have a chance to capture one of these vehicles before he dies. Monolith is going to teleport away. Where's he gone? Not entirely sure. Friendly Predator coming down. Bloodthirster is going to be doing a number on this Necron's base. Possessed Marines are slow but surely going to ram their tainted fists down the urethra of these plasma generators. This Necron player is not having the best of times. Considering as well that these bases have not really been touched, which wouldn't make that much of a difference if it was a critical location game, but it is an annihilation game, and the whole point of annihilation is destroying the base, and if one does not destroy the base, then we're not really playing the game. Father's going to be attacking this Bloodfest and doing their absolute best, not doing a brilliant job. Dreadnought's also going to... Oh, it's a friendly Dreadnought. Well, by friendly, I mean a Necron Dreadnought. These Possessed Marines are not going to do a great deal of damage to them. This Monolith has gone down. I do believe that is the fake one. Second Monolith going up and around. Full health, so it will be able to tank a fair bit of damage for a while. Predators are being upgraded with las cannons along with the dreadnoughts. Bloodfest is jumping in and just going to enjoy the scenery. This Necron player over here is getting his cake pushed in as well. Deceiver is going to try and tell them this is not the base you're looking for. Don't think you could deceive someone when they're in the middle of a push 25 minutes into a game. It's looking a bit grim for the Necron players. Not sure if they're going to be able to pull it back. They've been on the defensive most of the game, and to be fair, they have done a very good job defending. Weren't able to amass that critical build. Yeah, lots and lots of long-range fire going down. Forming a lovely little concave around this monolith, or this unactive monolith, as opposed to the restored monolith. These Farah's going to crowd around the support of a Predator. These dudes and dudettes are going to strike at these guys. Deceiver is going to, well, deceive some of these Terminators in fighting for the Necron side for a little bit. Is always helpful. That's exactly what you want when your base is getting annihilated. Got a big green push coming down the middle. Oh, it's just Scarabs, never mind. And while these guys have been in the middle for so long, they haven't exactly pushed all that far in. Necron's ability just to hold on and outlast with their tankiness. Speaking of tanks, Predator having a little push into the Necron zone. We've got some stealthed. I do believe these are Space Marines. I do believe it is the builders that can detect infiltrated units, so they will need to push in a little bit. I also do believe that the Can't See Me beam also reveals hidden units as well, if I am not mistaken. The never-ending push into the middle is going on. Lots of builders being built to help rebuild this Necron monolith, although it is going down remarkably quickly, and I do believe that will be this Necron player wiped out. So there we go. I do believe that will be a GG, unless these Necron players can somehow pull it back with just 2 on their team, which I'm not sure that is the way of the warrior, the way of the Necron warrior in this case. And some shade being thrown down. That's what we like in Dawn of War Soulstorm. Community of friends, family. Sea of purple, sea of blue. Ah, no, that's a lovely colour scheme when you can see them. Pretty much holding on for dear life. Playing till the very bitter end. Yeah, there's not much that they can do with this. I am going to speed things up just a little bit. And just... There's not much really to report on. We know who's going to win in this in a 3v2. Especially with a Necron Lord just kind of chilling out over there. Bit of a Benny Hill themed thing going on. But we like it. Look at it. Glorious. Absolutely amazing. Just a little rundown while we're waiting for this game to finish. It's been nice doing casts again. Always a pleasure, never a chore. I've been thinking about maybe doing some other games, kind of in the routine that I've been going through. Monday, Thursday, doing some Dawn of War, obviously, because this will probably be uploaded on Thursday. Not sure about a third game. I want another Warhammer game, but the problem is that, well, Dawn of War 2, there's already a really well-established YouTube channel that does amazing casts, and I think, well, that's already been done, so I don't want to do it. I want to see if there's like a niche that hasn't been filled yet. So I'm thinking somehow if there's a possibility to do the game with the ships in, whatever you call the ships. Oh, bloody hell, hold on, let's slow down this and see what's going on. Yeah, a whole Space Marine dude has been murdered by the Necron player, which is marvellous. I mean, it won't do anything in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, sorry, anyway, while I've been distracted, yeah, what's it called? That game where they're in space and the Imperial ships and stuff. Battlefield Gothica. Yes, I'd love to do something like that, or Blood Bowl. You know, like Warhammer, but stuff that isn't normally casted. Just because I like the idea of casting basically any type of game. I think that'd be a very good thing, really. But I know that most of them don't have like replay functions, so I'm going to have to be creative and think of how to get my head around that. And if you guys have got any ideas for any other games, that'd be mighty fine. I'll probably upload those kind of stuffs on like Sundays when there's not much going on. Yep, Chaos player holding down the fort, absolutely terrified. No one's got morale for reasons beyond my ken. Slowly but surely falling back. Let's speed this up again. And doing a really, really good job holding down to the last scintilla of hope. I mean, he's I'm a doubt. Oh, look at this, is glorious. This has gone on for a lot longer than absolutely necessary, but we like it. Deceiver deceiving us one last time, teleporting away, and GG'd. Don't know where that. Where's he gone? There, he's gone down here and dead. And I do believe. Big breath out, that is it. Well, 36 minutes, and that was fast forward as well. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Peace.